This is the thing.
That's dedication. That's dedication.
Just get stuck on this seat and you're like, oh right, hang on, I thought it was 9 o'clock like 10 minutes ago. It's now 10 past 7.
Well, I think that's, yeah, it gets like that because when you're working from home, it's so important to like get out, right? So I kind of have broken my own rule and not been outside anywhere yet for a walk. So I've been on lockdown for 2 days.
Exactly. Well, what I've noticed is that I'm collecting glasses in this room. So every time I go downstairs, I end up bringing a new one back up. So this just shows how much water I've been drinking. And in the event of an emergency, I have tissues as well. So
yeah,
I think Costco has an offer. You should tell them.
Well, in case anyone's watching us and thinking, what the hell are these guys talking about? We're just having a bit of banter, and we're literally live. And we're basically live for Mindful Men's Club and for Mental Health Week, right? So it's just a literally complete spontaneous, as you can probably work out, short burst live. I have no idea what questions Viraj is going to ask me or where the conversation is going to go, but we promise you we're going to keep it short and sweet because we've all got stuff to do this evening. Which Viraj is already giving me a
deals to get, you know, this is how we roll, right?
Something about
So yeah, I mean, I think in the main, it's just, you know, Mental Health Awareness Week is this week, and in the UK, and you know, I think it's important, and not looking at mental health in, oh, it's another mental health thing and all that stuff. But I think this year, more than any, whilst we're still kind of in a pandemic and there's so much uncertainty about what's going to happen, I think it's just a good conversation to check in, just say, look, where are we at? And, you know, what are some things just to kind of look out for if you have any concerns about going back to the workplace, or just with, you know, reintegrating back with people, families, etc. How to start with that, because there is still so much uncertainty with all that's going on right now.
There is, yeah, but I think it's a good place to start is sometimes people talk about mental health and then that itself raises your anxiety levels, right? So it's actually, you've heard a lot of stuff going around on social media. It's okay not to be okay, but it is. So I think that's probably a good place to start. Like, you don't have to always be on this elevated high, and everyone has good days and low days, or whatever you want to call them. So I think it's okay not to have a reason why you're feeling whatever you're feeling. Maybe that's a good place to start. And
yeah,
God knows what's going to happen, right? There is so much uncertainty, irrespective of what's happening with the pandemic, second wave, third wave, fourth wave. I really can't keep up. I'm just feeling for.
Brilliant one today. I got a message which said, oh, we also need to look out for the Zika virus in the summer as well. And I was like, come on, man, stop sending this stuff. Like,
yeah, I think there's a lot of empathy that goes out to obviously everyone who's affected, and especially right now, everyone in India, because it's all over the news. I don't watch the news, but I hear it kind of second or third degree anyway. So a lot of empathy goes out to everyone in India, because in the UK, we haven't got it anywhere as bad as some of the other countries, right? We have the irony is, in the UK, everyone's talking about when can we go out and meet friends and family in a restaurant or bar or whatever it is. In India, they're sourcing oxygen, hospital beds, food, and trying to make a living and ends meet for themselves, right? So it's kind of one extreme to another.
And I think this is the thing, and one thing I've heard from a few people about just feeling guilty that they're able to do that. And actually, like, don't make yourself wrong, because yes, we know what's going on in one part of the world, and there are other things going on in different parts of the world as well. We just need to turn on the news. But I think just from your own perspective, like, if things are moving for you, like, don't feel guilty, like, embrace it and give yourself that outlet, because we have, certainly in the UK, we've been in lockdown since December, and I know it's gradually been eased, but I think the one thing is, don't allow guilt of what else is going on around the world to hold you back, and give yourself that outlet. And as you were saying, Manoj, it's okay to not be okay. And again, it just varies on different spectrums as well. So whether you're in a really tough spot, or you just kind of feel a little bit, I'm not sure whether I should or shouldn't, like, just acknowledge that that's there. And that's why we talk about it. It's just an awareness piece, right? There's no judgment either way. Just notice it and say, okay, cool, that's there. And what is it that you need to get through that?
Yeah, I think the operative word is what you mentioned is awareness, right? Is have awareness about who you are, what you're feeling, when you're feeling it, and then it's your choice if you want to do something about it, if you want to share it with someone, or if you want to internalize and then write it down in your journal, whatever you want to do. I think that's your personal choice, right? And sometimes people just need to have that space, right? Even amongst mates, right, and family, where you kind of don't want to justify yourself. You just want to chill, like you are actually generally okay, like as in you don't need to worry about me, but I kind of still need my space. And then sometimes if you keep asking, keep asking, keep asking, there's that fine balance between, oh, how you know what, when do I stop asking if he or she's okay, or when does he or she just need the space? That's a tricky one, right? I think that's a bit of a tricky one, and you've got to kind of play it by ear depending on who your audience is and who you're talking to.
Yeah, and I think it's that. It's just there's that place of you definitely check in with someone and see, look, are you okay or what's up? Is all good? And if they say, yeah, I'm cool, and it's like, cool, here if you need me, and just leave them feeling like, okay, cool, someone's checked in with me, I'm okay, they're okay, and you're right. I think balance is the key word. Is that there's so much good stuff about why we need to check in and look after ourselves as well, and you don't want to go to the opposite extreme where it becomes overkill. So I think that's my, if I was to give one takeaway in terms of mental health awareness week, it's just find the awareness, or get that place of awareness of is someone, if you want to check in with someone, check in. Are they good? And if they say they're good, all right, great. Let them know I'm here. And if they're not, and say, great, well, how can I help? Like, what do you need?
And it's nice on the receiving end, right, to receive that message, whether it's infrequent or frequent, just from somebody to say that, oh, actually, and then you thinking, all right, actually, there is people out there that care, because there's loads of people out there that care. But sometimes when we don't get that social proof or acknowledgement, whether it's a phone call, WhatsApp message, or text, or I don't know, these days, whatever social media you guys are on, I think it's nice just to know that someone cares, however you want to express that. And that itself is quite empowering, isn't it? So that's quite powerful in its own right.
And I think maybe that's the one thing for today. Is just for everyone that's watching live, just check in with someone. Like, simple as that. Check in with someone, see how they are, and you never know. It may spark off something. It may actually just rekindle something. Someone that you haven't heard from a while. Just reach out, connect, and just see where you go from there.
Definitely, definitely. It doesn't have to have this kind of output or agenda or ulterior motive or expectation. It's just like, oh, I'm just checking in on you because we've not spoken for ages, or we have spoken for ages, but I'm just checking in on you because something in my mind just calling out to say, I'm just saying hello. That's it. Like nothing more, nothing less. And I think that in itself, it has enough of a ripple effect if we all did that, right?
Yeah. And again, whatever works, right? Text, voice note, email, whatever way. One small step.
Definitely. So is that your mental health tip?
For me, yes. In the spirit of this week, let's just get some awareness. Just reach out, check in. One person, amazing. 10 people, like whatever feels compelled. And as you just said, Manoj, if someone pops into your mind, just reach out. Say, hey, what's up?
It's nice just to do that, right? Good one. I think that's a great tip. Yeah, I think that's a great tip. I think we just wanted to keep this really short and sweet. I don't know if there's any other things that you wanted to cover off, Firaj, for mental health week.
No, I think if anything else, I think, for tip wise, that's the main one. And again, if you guys would like to learn more, there's some awesome resources on the internet. Like Mind is a good place, and again, a good Google search. And if there's just something you'd like to learn more, like, give yourself that time and just get that knowledge piece or that piece of insight that's there for you.
Sounds good.
How about any tips from yourself?
I think what you shared is a really, really good one. I think for myself is do an activity that brings you joy, whatever that activity is. And we don't often do that enough, right? And fill our own cup. So I think for me, it's do something that brings you like joy, like really joy, inner joy that makes you smile from inside out. And I think that's probably one that comes to mind.
Yeah. Perfect. Just a little bit of joy. Give it to yourself.
That's it. That's it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So I think
Oh,
we can
awesome.
I think we can wrap up. We just wanted to kind of do a quick spot, just check in. We might do a few more during the week. Who knows? Because we've got to obviously adjust our own schedules. This was pretty spontaneous as it goes, but we just wanted to share those two tips. So just to summarize, have an awareness about who is in your peripheral vision, if you like, for one way to put it, in terms of who's in your family, your network, your colleagues, your friends, your loved ones, and just drop them a message in whichever way medium you want to share that in, and just check in with them. And then the reverse of that is go inside and then do something that actually brings you joy, wherever that activity is, right? Whatever it is, drawing, poetry, writing, walking, jogging, gym, you name it, whatever it is, read a book. Viraj has got like 200,000 books behind him on his bookshelf.
This is the one I've just started reading now. After, so yeah, heard it's good stuff. So check it out.
What is it? I didn't catch it. What was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I've not read that one yet, but interesting.
That, so, yeah, I thought I'd just on that tip actually while you were sharing, because like a lot of the stuff I kind of read is kind of it's all good stuff, but it was like I just need something a little bit different, just that's refreshing but not too intense.
Nice. I'm in halfway through the Chimp Paradox at the moment now.
Oh, nice.
And then finished Jay Shetty's Think Like a Monk before that. So yeah, I'm doing it virtually. I download information through Audible, so I can't really do the old-fashioned way and read books. But yeah, I tried it. It doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Good one. Well, listen, buddy. Have a blessed evening yourself. I'm gonna blessed evening. I think I need to go to Costco with the wife. Say no more. And I'll catch up with you on tomorrow or Thursday. Brilliant. Well, stay safe, everyone, and look after yourself.
Jungle out there.
Take care. Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.